Hi everyone, and welcome to day 12 of our Power of the Breath. So we're nearing the end now, and obviously we've had lots of different varieties of types of breathing. We've done calming breath, we've done more stimulating breaths, we've done breaths that build heat into the body and help invigorate it and give it a bit of vital energy. But this one we're going to do today is it's basically a cooling breath. It's called Sitkari breath. Which basically translates as sort of hissing, or sometimes called a snake breath. So this breath is really, really good because it actually calms and cools the body down. So we've done breaths in the last couple of days that actually build heat into the body. So this one actually cools your body down. And how we do that is we actually sort of breathe over our tongue. So what we're going to do is just open the lips, but we're going to clench our teeth together. And if you can, push the tongue up just in behind the top teeth. So it looks a bit like this. And then what we're going to do, we're going to breathe in over that tongue. And what it does, it brings the cool air into your body. And then we're going to close the mouth and then breathe out through the nose. So you're breathing in through the mouth, close the mouth, breathing out through the nose. And ideally, it's probably about a 1-to-1 ratio. So with the breath in and the breath out are pretty much the same. We can bring in a retention if you want to, but for this particular purposes, we don't really need to. The main benefits of this one is, again, because it cools down the body. It also just cools down the nervous system as well. So it's really good for working with the endocrine glands as well. Because it's cooling, it helps with anxiety, helps with hypertension. It's also really, really good for clearing extra heat out of the body. So particularly, this is a really good breath to do in the summer when you feel hot, but also equally, if you're working out at the gym, it's a really good breath to cool your body down. However, it's advisable not to do it when the air around you is really, really cold, because basically, if the air around you is sort of ambient and it's okay, it's really good, but if the air around you is too cold, it's going to really sort of cause a few problems. It's not particularly pleasant to do, and it'll cool down the body a bit too much. So make sure that the outside temperature isn't too cold. So it calms down the nose, but it's also really good for gut health as well, because it helps with if you've got acidic tummies. So it sort of helps with sort of ease hyperacidity in your gut. So it has lots of different benefits. Also, because you're breathing through your teeth, it's also really, really good for keeping your teeth nice and healthy as well. It also helps relieve hunger pangs, and also quenches thirst as well. Although I do tend to find it actually makes me a bit more thirsty. So ideally, it should actually quench your thirst. But I do find it tends to make me a little bit more thirsty. The main things to avoid doing this breath, if you have got a cold, you've got a cough, asthmatic, bronchitis, again, because it can make it a little bit worse. And also if you've got low blood pressure as well, and anything to do with your heart, it's probably best to avoid this one as well. And then if you also got constipation or anything gastric as well, it's also good to avoid it then as well. So we're going to do basically one breath in and one breath out is one count. So we normally do about sort of 40 of these if you wanted to, but we're going to just do about sort of 10 just to sort of get the hang of it. So again, nice and upright, again, tilting that pelvis. So you've got a nice long spine, the shoulders are back. And then we're going to just, hands you can just rest on your lap if you need to. You probably could do this laying down as well, actually. We're going to just bring our mouth into an O and then clench our teeth together, and then push the tongue just to the back of the front teeth. And I'm going to take a breath in through the mouth. Close the mouth, breathe out. Open the mouth again. Close the mouth, breathe out through the nose. Again, making the mouth into an O, tongue behind the back of the front teeth. And breathe out. Just do a few of these in your own breath. And then when you've done your 10, just allow your breath to come back into its normal rhythm. So normally probably do about 40 of those, But again, particularly in the summer, it's an absolute excellent breath to cool the body down. Again, if you're doing exercise, really, really good for things like that. So anything you need to cool your body down, cool your temper, is really good for calming the brain. So if you feel a little bit hot and sweaty and a bit like anxious, use this breath. It really helps cool everything down. So till tomorrow, take care. I'll see you then. Bye.